I'm going to try to go over some things that will be helpful to people who may be struggling with pull-ups or want to get better at pull-ups, which I think is a lot of people. But from what I see everywhere I go, all across the world, there's some things that people try to ignore or people skip in order to do pull-ups, and then in the long run only makes it harder to do, and it skips a lot of the basic, you would say, beginner points that you need to focus on, that as a former acrobat and gymnastics coach is like one of the first things you learn. And it's basically just working on the bottom position, the full hang, the dead hang. Basically, when you're down in the fully stretched out position, hanging from a bar, you gotta learn to work your scapula. Don't start pulling right away. Learn to work your scapula, develop strong scapula. Because the problem people have with working their back, doing pull-ups, is they don't really know how to activate all the back muscles together in a way that helps them with the pull-up and build strength and overall in general. And that's the challenge of back training for most people. It's the most important muscle group. I'll always say that over and over again. Most important muscle group to know how to train, but it's also can be the most complex because it's one of those out of sight, out of mind type of things. It's not part of the mirror muscles. Anyways, I don't want to ramble on too much. It's first thing in the morning. I'm not always good at coherent thought structure and talking out loud on the camera. But it's all right. We're all beginners and it's something, and I'm definitely a beginner at this, learning how to talk to the camera, especially walking around with it. It's a little weird, a little awkward. Get it done anyways. Keep doing it. You learn to get better. That's how it is with everything. It was a pretty good back workout. Very solid. So 4 warm-up sets, a set of hangs, and then 3 sets of some other stuff that I like to do. And then 5 working sets, 5 reps of pull-ups. And the thing about working the back, as I was saying earlier, that a lot of people kind of skip it because it's out of sight, out of mind. It's difficult. It's a little more complex. It's not like doing squats or push-ups or anything like that. It takes some more time, more repetition. But once you learn, it's the most important muscle group in the body, the back. Some people say legs, some people say the core. And when they say the core, they mean like the abs or something like that. Your core is your back. It's 2/3 your back, probably. I don't really know. But that is your core. Your core muscles are your back muscles. And the abdominals just support those muscles, okay? Your back muscles support your spine, and your spine connects your brain to the rest of your body. So, kind of an important group of muscles to keep in shape and stay strong in. Another reason why I work the back so often is it's the muscle group that I work the most and also the most intense. So we're naturally strong. We should be naturally strong in our back muscles. But humans, because of our modern way of life, we've mostly forgotten. We prioritize just sitting around, especially the last 100 years since the Industrial Revolution. We've gotten lazy, we've gotten complacent. And most people, the reason they have all these back problems as they get older. I mean, look, dude, I work in truck driving. In trucking, most guys my age are wrecked by it. Like completely just having all kinds of health problems. They have joint problems, lower back problems, severely overweight. And that's like most of America, unfortunately, or a good portion of America. People just in Western society in general. I saw a dude at my hotel the other day. He's getting out of his taxi cab, walking into the hotel to check in. The guy was having trouble walking. And he was an older guy, probably about retirement age. I don't know if he was coming here to Dunning to vacation or scope out retirement or whatever, but there's a lot of those here. And a lot of them aren't in very good shape. And I can tell you this, if you're getting to retirement age and you want to retire over here in Southeast Asia and you're not in good physical condition, you're going to struggle. And I don't mean you don't have to be in like elite level athletic physical condition, but you should be healthy and in shape and, decently all around strong as far as just moving your own body around. And you can't do that. You're going to struggle over here. It's going to be, you're going to have a rough time, or you're just not going to be able to do that much. And your retirement's just going to be sitting around in restaurants and bars in your apartment and kind of being miserable, like I see a lot of these guys out here. And that's the reality of a lot of these older people that retire out here in Southeast Asia. They're not in good shape, and they can't really do a whole lot. You know, the more you start taking care of yourself, the better off you're going to be in the long run. That's why I do this. I'm trying to do this to show off. You know, I'm not that great at it either. I'm pretty good at pull-ups. You know, I'm fairly athletic for my age and all that. But, you know, nothing too crazy. And the reason I do this is to kind of try to compare what it's like now and how I have to train now to stay in shape and keep getting in better shape compared to how it was when I was younger, when I was in my athletic prime, in my 20s and 30s. It's different now. And that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to try to show off. I'm doing this so, one, to keep track of my progress. And number two, to kind of help other people kind of see what they need to do. Like I always say, you want to get up, go to some pull-up bars, just hang. That's all you can do is just hang, then great. Hang. Do 5 sets of hanging. 10, 15 seconds. Hang and try to work your scapula a little bit. Keep your legs straight, tuck position. Just kind of explore different positions that your legs can get into and you can hang from. But that's just it. You know, you got to go through that beginner stage where it's a little uncomfortable. You don't really know what you're doing. It's the same with working out for a lot of people, especially if they're 40s or 50s or 60s and they've never really done a regular training program. It doesn't take much, like 5-10 minutes a day. Find somewhere to hang, do some pulling action, get down and back up off the floor. That's another video I got to do here pretty soon. But look, we're all going to be beginners of something. You just got to keep working at it. Keep doing it. That's why I keep my camera with me every day. Either I'm going to film some footage, I'm going to film myself doing this kind of stuff. Just trying to make some videos every day. I don't always post them every day, but I do try to shoot some footage and edit and all that kind of stuff every day so I can get good at it. I don't do a lot, but I do some every day to get that repetition. And it's the same with training, it's the same with working out. That's why I don't really like the whole only need to train 2 or 3 days a week. No, I think most people, especially as they get older, they should be doing something every day. If not much. It doesn't. I'm not saying be intense. We're not trying to, you know, become the next Mr. Olympia at 50 years old as a ranked beginner. No, that's not what we're doing. But we are trying to learn. We are trying to get the repetition. We are trying to build some skill. And that's your priority. Build that consistency, which is a skill, and learning how to do all the different movements you need to do and get good at to keep yourself in good shape. Anyways, I'm going to leave it off right there. I've been rambling enough. Y'all take care.